Hi there. Before I begin, don't forget to click the CC button if you want to see subtitles and you can see what I'm saying. Uh, Today, I want to give a shout out to Mrs. F. Mrs. F, do you know who you are? Hello, this is for you. I know that Mrs. F watches these videos and she was very kind to me recently. So I want to give a shout out to Mrs. F. Okay, today's topic, keeping in touch. Keeping in touch. Nowadays, it's so easy to keep in touch with the internet and with our smartphones. We can send a message immediately. We can send a photo or a video immediately. The person can see it right then. Um, it's so easy to keep in touch now. And it helps us to feel closer to the people who we love, who live far away. Maybe you have people in your family who live far away and you keep in touch with your smartphone, with Line. I do the same with my family in the United States. Um, Recently, I was thinking about how I kept in touch before the internet. And do you remember? Do you remember? I came to Japan in Showa 63. At that time, to make a long distance overseas phone call, you needed to have KDDI. And I didn't even have a phone. I had no phone for years when I lived here because it was so expensive to get a phone. And my in-laws, my husband's parents, had KDDI at their house. And at that time, I wasn't even married to their son yet. He was my fiance. But they would let me come to their house and use their telephone once a month, use their KDDI so that I could call my parents. I would call my parents once a month for 1 hour, and that cost about 10,000 yen. Every month in my budget, I kept 10,000 yen for that phone call, and I would give it to my in-laws, my fiance's parents at that time, and I would talk to my parents for that 1 hour once a month. Um, of course, besides that phone call, I also wrote so many letters, long, long letters. The envelope was so thick, full of pages. And if I had any photographs that I wanted to show my parents, I would make copies of the photos at the photo print shop, and I would put them in the envelope with the letter, and I would send that to my parents too. Um, that's how we kept in touch. And then uh, we got our first computer, and it was very new. I was a little bit worried about internet and email, and I was a little suspicious of it all, but I soon realized how nice it was to be able to send a message to an email to my mother or to my father, to anyone in my family, and they could see it immediately. And they could answer my email immediately. And email was so wonderful. We could send photos to each other. We could send videos to each other. It was really, really great. I had my computer in my near my kitchen, and I could talk to my mother anytime I wanted. It was wonderful. Then, then we got the smartphones. And the smartphone, it was revolutionary. I could message my mother from the supermarket. I could be shopping in the supermarket and remember, oh, I wanted to tell my mother this. I could just do it right there in the supermarket, send a message to my mom, send a picture to my mom, and she could immediately reply and I could see it while I was still in the supermarket. Now it seems normal, but at that time it was amazing. I didn't have to go home and check my computer. I could I could communicate with anyone anytime. It was amazing. Um, I'm sure you all had the same feeling, especially if you have family or loved ones who live far away. It's just wonderful, amazing. So that's my my reminiscing. Reminiscing means remembering. And you could also say, I'm taking a walk down memory lane. Natsukashi banashi, we say, I'm taking a walk down memory lane. And so being able to record these videos for students right now for listening practice is wonderful, amazing. I couldn't do that with my students for many, many years. Um, and I have Zoom lessons with many, many students. My schedule is full now, but I have lots of private online Zoom lessons, which we started when the COVID pandemic began. That was when I had the idea, and I love doing that. It's wonderful. Um, Shout out to all my Zoom students if you're watching. Hi, everyone. And as you know now, I have the 3-minute English challenge, which is using the Line app. Students speak for 3 minutes every day. They record their message, their audio message, and they send it to me, and I respond to them. That's every day, every weekday. If you're interested in that, you can see in the link down below this video, there's details. I'm really enjoying that too, and that's so fun. How has the internet and having a smartphone, how has it changed your life? We are all old enough to remember the world before the internet. So how has it changed your life? I would love to hear about that. Okay, that's all for today, everybody. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye-bye.